Mr. Speaker, if you see the medium-term plan from cluster 1 to cluster 8, I think this has been one of a unique document this government or this country has benefited from. I will assure you that, Mr. Speaker. The simple reason is because cluster 1 to cluster 8 has all what it takes when we are talking about the international benchmarks. It has everything, Mr. Speaker. Cluster 1 is talking about bullet 1, free quality education, tertiary and higher education, healthcare improvement, and indeed, we need to improve our healthcare. We really need to improve our healthcare. Mr. Speaker, if you go to cluster 3, you have energy, water resources, transport, waste management. If you go to the Sustainable Development Goal, the SDGs, you will see almost each and every steps we have taken in this document. So for me, as a parliament, as a parliamentarian, our responsibility is to support the Ministry of Planning and Economic Development because they have all what it takes to help this country change its face. I want to focus on few areas, Mr. Speaker, honorable members, in page 23. Paragraph 97. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, we are talking about agriculture, agriculture, agriculture. Value-added chain. I said it last when the Minister of Trade was here, and I want to say it again for the records. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, this government in this document have said they have already surveyed 2,685 kilometer roads, with your leave, Mr. Speaker, the road linking Kubola, Kabala, Ifin, the Kwedu, Fiama, and Kamiando, Guinea Highway Road. I think this is not only a blessing to Kono District, but also a blessing to this country. Mr. Speaker, I can assure you that my district, Kono, we can supply Freetown, not only with cassava, because we might say we'll challenge Bo, but even plantain and pear. We have more than. Mr. Speaker, honorable members.
Why did you stop?
Where?
The road was the challenge.
The problem is the road. During the rains, Mr. Speaker, we lose almost all of those things to Guinea. But Mr. Speaker, where I want to go is 98. I want to end with 98. Mr. Speaker, honorable members, the reason why 98 is very, very crucial here, if I could read with your leave, Mr. Speaker, the honorable members, access to safe drinking water and improved sanitation remains a critical focus of government, and its importance has risen within the current global health crisis. Government has commenced the construction of water treatment plants and distribution network in Bond municipality, a very good one, and will start a water project covering 6 district headquarter towns, including Kambia, Kabala, Maboroka, Kailamu, Moyamba, and Kujong. Government has also secured $15 million funding from the Indian Exim Bank for provision of water supply for 4 towns: Jama, Njala, Tayama, Matujong, Daru, and Mongo. Government is reviewing feasibility studies for water supply facilities in Lungi, Potloko, Kwedu, New Sembeung. This is why I want to say, Mr. Speaker, I want to end with this particular area. As you may know our geography, the SLST and the NDMC started mining in my district from 1930. Mr. Speaker, we still have huge amount of pits that are very, very difficult to regain. And because of that reason, we start to suffer from shortage of water from December. And you know, Kono District, after Kabala, we have heated Hamatan. And because of those risks, always we have water shortage. Our shortage starts from December. So Kono District can only benefit from pipeline water. And I said it last year during the debate, that we have the sources, Mr. Speaker. I think we can only talk about distance, but that distance will not be more longer than the one from the Moa River to Kenema. It will also not be more longer from the one from Bo to Bo City. So the issue of feasibility here is urgent. I must say that it's really, really urgent. We really want the Minister of Finance to pay some attention to the Kweli New Sembeng City water issue, because we need it as equally as we need our university.